Attention all radio stations. This is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta, and today is the 9th of December 2013. This net meets every week on Mondays at 9 p.m. and this is a Lake Ontario Radio Club net affiliated with the Toronto Areas Group. My name is Arpad Alpha Romeo Papa Alpha Delta, and I'm located in Toronto, East York, Victoria Park and Danforth area. I'm putting out 100 watt right now, and this is a simplex net. The goal for this net to establish communication between stations around Lake Ontario, radio to radio simplex net only, in a case of a need of a emergency. And I would like to point out that this net being recorded, and it will be placed on YouTube under Lake Ontario Radio Club. So I'm going to call the stations from the United States first, from Buffalo and east of Buffalo. Please come now to Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. Name here is Arpad. Go ahead, please. Okay, I'm not hearing any stations at this time from the United States. Okay, we're going to give you guys some time here, so call again. US stations only, US stations, please come now. Okay, nothing heard. That's fine, no problem. Probably you guys going to come a little bit later. All right, Ontario stations, Niagara Falls, from Niagara Falls to Hamilton, Niagara Falls to Hamilton stations, please come now to Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta.
Yeah, VA3, IGD, India Golf Delta, Indira Gandhi's dog, intergalactic dude, it's Ian here.
Okay, Ian. Yeah, you're sounding really good today. You're coming from across the lake. What's your location and how much power are you using?
Yeah, I'm only using about 10 watts because I know I can get into electric very well. But, you know, we can always up the power a little bit if necessary. But we're over in the Niagara region here, Thorold to be exact. And just getting another check in there, a bean for the pot, as they would say. VA3 IGD.
Very good, Ian. Okay, you're sounding good. S8 copy, loud and clear, no problem. Thank you very much for your check-in. Do we have any more stations who would like to check in on the Canadian side now from Niagara Falls to Hamilton, Ontario? Go ahead, please.
Victor Echo 3, India Tango Hotel, Ed in Niagara Falls. Running about 80 watts here.
Okay, very good, Ed. Yeah, you're sounding good. BE3ITH. I did not get the reading. Just if you would transmit one more time for a short time, then I could give you the reading on you.
Okay, I'm not too far away from the other station there. He's in Thorold, and I'm probably in the south end of Niagara Falls, so probably literally a few miles away from each other. So, anyways, like I said, running about 80 watts here this evening. Go ahead.
Okay, very good, Ed. Appreciate your check-in. Yeah, you're coming in right between 8 and 9. Good steady signal, same like Ian. He was 8. You are just a little bit higher. And I do appreciate your check-in. Thank you very much. With that 80 watt, it's sounding really good. Do we have any more stations who would like to check in on the south side of Lake Ontario from Niagara Falls to Hamilton? Please come now. Okay, well, I did not hear anybody. Do we have any stations from Hamilton to Mississauga, Ontario? Hamilton to Mississauga, Ontario stations, that would be west of me. Do we have any stations who would like to check into the Lake Ontario simplex net? Please come now.
This is Victor Alpha 3, Alpha Charlie Juliet. We're in Mississauga at the Red Cross Ozone Building.
Okay, Alpha Charlie Juliet from the Red Cross building. Thank you very much. Your check-in. You're sounding good. What was your name there, and can you give me some information about your antenna and the power setup?
Absolutely. The name here is Sam, Sierra Alpha Mike, and we're using an older 2-meter Yaesu radio running about 40 watts of power with a vertical 5/8 antenna on the roof of the van.
Okay, good, perfect. You coming in with S7 copy. I'm located at Victoria Park in Danforth on the antenna placed on the 30th floor on the apartment building. It's almost about 100 meters up in on the top of the building. And you sounding very good, Sam. I hope the guys across the lake, they heard you. We'll find out at the end. Do we have any more stations who would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net from Hamilton to Mississauga? Please come now. Okay, nothing heard. I'm going to switch over to Toronto. Toronto stations, please come now to Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. No Toronto stations at this time. All right, let's try again. Do we have anybody from Toronto? This is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta.
Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Oscar Zulu, Clayton in East York.
Whiskey Juliet Lima in Toronto, over near Dufferin and Eglinton.
Okay, I have two stations, WAZ and WJL. Clayton, WAZ, please come now.
Good evening, RPAD. Yeah, I'm calling in from East York on my ICOM 7000. I've cranked the power up to 50 watts, going into a Diamond X50 antenna that's situated in the tied to the bedpost in the other room. So I don't have it very high, but hopefully you're picking me up clearly. Back to you.
No, actually, I'm picking you up extremely strong. You're coming in S20 on my scale, S20 right at the top of the line. And you're sounding really good with that 50 watt, I believe it was. Yeah, you're sounding good. Thank you very much for your check-in. WJL, please come now.
Hey RPAD, it's WJL, it's Warren, and I'm using a 5-watt handheld on near Dufferin and Eglinton in Toronto.
Okay, Warren, yeah, you're coming in a little bit weaker. Can you give me another transmission, please?
Sure, I'm using a Baofeng 5-watt handheld, and I'm over in Dufferin and Eglinton area. Dufferin and Eglinton.
Okay, Warren, Dufferin and Eglinton area. Yeah, that's a little bit over 10 kilometers, probably about 12 kilometers away from me. That Baofeng radio for $50, it's really working well on that distance between 7 and 8 S units at my location. I can hear the wind is blowing a little bit, and we have a little storm out there almost, and getting cooler for sure. And you have to be careful. You don't want to catch cold for. All right. Thank you very much, Warren, and appreciate your check-in. And I will move on to another call from Toronto. Do we have any stations from Toronto? Please come now to Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Romeo Whiskey Oscar, name is Ralph.
Okay, Ralph, you're sounding really good today. How much power are you using?
Well, I'm using my typical 15 watts.
Okay, 15 watt, roger that. You're coming in really good. S6 copy, no problem. You're doing a good job, and you very loud today. Since you fixed that antenna, you're getting much better. Thank you very much to check into the net. Do we have any other stations who would like to check into the Toronto Ares net? Please come. The Lake Ontario Ares net, and it is affiliated with the Toronto Ares Club. Go ahead now. Okay, I did not hear anybody else from the Ares group here or the Toronto ham radio operators. So I'm going to move on to east of me. Anybody from east of Toronto, please come now to Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. Okay, now that was the caller on the lake, and we had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people checked in, and Yeah, today is at 9 p.m. Probably on TV. Bonnie and Clyde is going on, so I'll bet you people are watching that movie. All right. Now, do we have any stations who would like to check in or late to get to their radios? Please come now to Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta from anywhere.
Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Oscar Zulu for recheck.
Go ahead, Clayton.
Pat, I'm just checking. I've dialed down the power to 10 watts. How am I coming through now?
No problem. Still plus 20. You have to go all the way down to the lowest what you can.
Okay, give me a second. I'll give that a try. I'll recheck in a minute just in case somebody else is trying to get in.
No problem. Okay. Do we have any stations who would like to check into the net, or maybe I'll take in rechecks now. Maybe signal reports. Please go ahead. Okay, stand by. Okay, Iowa station, a very, very, very weak station. Kilowatt Charlie Oscar, I believe the call sign was. Please, the Kilowatt Charlie station, please come now. Okay, what I heard was 401 in Kiel. I believe that's what it was. Do you have any stations? Maybe Rolf, you are close to that area. Do you hear that station?
Okay, this is Victor Echo 3 Romeo Whiskey Oscar. That's negatory. I didn't hear anybody except the Dufferin and Eglinton.
Okay, that's a Roger. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure. It's very hard to make out the call sign who called in. Does anybody can give me a relay on that station, the weak station? Okay, well, the weak station, maybe you can change your location or try to boost up your power. I heard 401 in Kiel, that's what I heard. And WKI or something like that was the call sign. Try it again, please. Okay, I did not hear anything at this time, so sorry about that. And maybe if you can change your location, I would appreciate that. Then maybe somebody can pull you in. All right, Ian, you called in. Go ahead.
Yeah, Arpad, just want to let you know it's the only ones I can actually hear are you, myself, and Ed over in Niagara Falls. And I heard Ed on the other net earlier on the Niagara Peninsula Amateur Radio Club net earlier too. So that's about it. I don't hear Sam, Clayton, Warren, Ralph, or that other station. And I didn't get Sam's location. He was at a Red Cross building somewhere.
Yeah, he was a mobile at the Red Cross Center. That's right. He's at the East End. All right. Do we have any more stations who would like to check in or maybe rechecks, comments, or net reports? Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Oscar Zulu for recheck.
Victor Echo 3 Romeo Whiskey Oscar, comment.
Okay, we had a double there. Whiskey Oscar Zulu, Clayton, and I heard Rolf as well. So Clayton, go ahead.
Arpad, just checking on that. I'm at 1% power, so that's half a watt. How am I coming through?
Okay, well, it's still fine, no problem. You're coming in between 8 and 9, so just a little bit weak 8, I would say, on my scale here. And you can see your signal on YouTube. I will be uploading this video on YouTube. You just have to enter Lake Ontario Radio Club, and you should be able to see that. Maybe I'll post it on the website as well. Yeah, and yeah, you're sounding good. You don't have to use too much power. Where are you located at exactly?
I'm located basically at the corner of Donlands and Mortimer Avenue.
Okay, yeah, you're not that far from me actually, Donlands and Mortimer. Yeah, we are very close to each other. I'm at Victoria Park and Danforth, right beside the subway station. Appreciate your check-in again, and thank you very much. And Rolf, please go ahead.
Yeah, this is Victor Echo 3 Romeo Whiskey Oscar. I just have one comment. Due to the fact that it's simplex, sometimes we're listening before we hit the key. Maybe you could give us a few more seconds before you retransmit.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you a little extra time here, no problem. Thank you very much for your comment. Good to know these things. Appreciate your check-in, appreciate your comments. Do we have any more comments or check-ins or rechecks? Please come now to Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. Alright, nothing heard. I'm going to have the last call. Do we have any stations who would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net? Please come now to Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. Alright, nothing heard. I'm going to close the net and I'm going to return the frequency to normal use, and I appreciate your check-ins. We had today 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 people, including me, 8. So thank you very much, and we'll see you guys next week on Monday at 9 p.m. 73, Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta, will be QSY.